Hi, and welcome to Grandad on Enfield. A couple of things I want to talk about today. The first is, this year I'll be doing the Distinguished Gentleman's Ride. I know I said I wouldn't ask for money, but if anyone would like to donate, I'll put my details up on in this video. My own story with it is, when I turned 58 years ago in December, it was Christmas time. I had a bit of a niggly pain in my back and side kind of thing. I just thought I was after trapping a muscle or something like that. And I just kind of ignored it and hoped it would go away, but no, it wouldn't. So in January, I went to the doctor to get her to look at it. And she suggested I do a blood test for prostate cancer, and I was saying that's for people over 50. And she said, yeah. I said, well, yeah, I've just turned 50. I'm not even a month past my 50th birthday yet. I said, look, we'll just do it. I said, grand, we'll do it anyhow. Waste of time, but we'll do it. So in the end of January that year, it came back that I had the prostate level was high. But it kind of surprised me because, like I say, I was just 50. So I had to go for an exam. Now I'm not going to lie and say, oh, it was all plain sailing and rosy red and everything. The exam was about the worst part of it. But better to get it done anyhow. So I got the exam and they said, yeah, the left side is 60% and the right side is clear. So they said, look, take 2 weeks, go away, think about it, see what you want to do, and come back to us in 2 weeks and we'll discuss it. So I went away, thought about it, and I was saying, yeah, I'd probably go for chemo or radiotherapy or something, because it can't be that serious. And when I went back, he said, no, look, we're just going to have to remove the prostate. There's no, it's the only way to be sure. So, booked in. At the end of April, I got a letter, the phone call saying, yeah, you're booked in for May. We'll go ahead and we'll take the prostate out then. Fine. So I went in May. I got the operation done. And like I say, the left side was actually fully covered and the right side was starting. I think it was 20% on the right side or something. So I got the operation done and I kind of recovered relatively quickly. I think I was only in hospital for 5 days. And I came out, of course, I wasn't feeling full fit and all this, but it was done, it was over. So I carried out that moment. After coming out of hospital, the first 3 or 4 days were rough. And I had to go back to the doctor. I was in pain. And they said, oh, you're constipated. So I said, fine, yeah. Take this and this and you'll be fine then. So that day, it was a Friday actually, And it was I over Friday night, Saturday morning, I got really bad. I hung it up, and then Saturday evening I had to go to the emergency doctors, South Dock. And Johan said to me up there, the lady doctor said that I don't know you, I've never seen you before, but you look like death to me. You're grey, you're taunt. Well, actually, before that, I went up to the hospital as well the day before, the Friday after. The doctor sent me up there. And they said, oh yeah, it's constipation. You'll be grand, take this and this, and you'll be fine. And so, like I said, I went then. Saturday was feeling worse. Saturday evening, I went to the emergency doctors. She told me to go up. I said, look, there's no point. I was up there yesterday. I said, there's nothing they can do for me. They'll just send me away again. She said, no, they won't. So she wrote a letter saying that I had to be examined properly, that it was more than just constipation. So I went up there on Saturday night, and they were saying, yeah, you're constipated, like, you know, you're bound to be in a bit of pain and discomfort. And they were kind of going to release me again with more medication. And my wife said, no, look, he was told he has to see a doctor, so they examine me. And that was Saturday evening, and finally I woke up on Wednesday or Thursday. I had sepsis, so that really I was unconscious for a good couple of days, sweating profusely, and that put me in hospital for another 3 weeks. Just all I'm saying is get checked out, support the Distinguished Gentleman's Ride, and hopefully it's not that bad really. It's worse to die from it. Okay, on to a cheery note. Where are we today? Well, we're just gone through Riverstown there, and we're heading on what was the longest road in Ireland. That was before all the motorways and stuff were all built. It's the old Yard Road. So it starts, like I say, in Riverstick, kind of hill up, the hill down, carries on through here. This place never really built up. Up a bit further on, it's fully built up, but there has been a lot done here, really. There's a couple of new housing estate. I don't really come this way very often, so even in the last whatever, it hasn't really changed. It's a nice road, but I forgot to set the trip leader now, so we're on 72, and we'll see where we go from there. Kind of country road. And oh, by the way, as well, I filled the tank the other day, and I've reset the trip meter, so we'll see what we get out of tank of fuel. Now on these, I don't know if anyone else notice it, the fuel light starts flashing when you go to fill it up. It won't take it. It will only take 10 litres. That's fully brimmed. So you actually have 3 litres left. Probably even a bit more because the light was flashing for a good 5 minutes. Up here on the left we have the Barn Restaurant. card only, no cash. They will not accept cash there. To the right of the gate we just passed there that's where we used to go for our chessies, our chestnuts to play conkers. Yeah, no computer screens for me, good old-fashioned chestnuts. Now this is still again, we're just entering into Mayfield now. To my left was that's all built up. Special school there for special needs children. A couple of my nieces and nephews go there. Usual array. This was kind of up here on the right, the grey building there. That was kind of really the first kind of shopping centre thing we had in the area I lived in this area for a long time. And it was a pub and newsagents and a couple of shops and I put a pin lock visor on this, but I think I put it on too low because it's actually disturbing my vision. I can see across the top of the pin lock, and she's still fogging up anyhow. So we're still on the old road. Now it used to. I don't know. Can you see the red house is there on the right hand side? There used to be the turf stores, and that section of road, this section of road we're just on, you just cut straight across over to where them cars are parked there. So it was a continuous road. Hopefully we won't get caught behind the bus there now. Oh, we're still on the old York Road now. That's the Cow Pub, or the Cow Bar, and that's the Cotton Ball there. It's up for sale at the moment. So the two main pubs in Mayfield. I've changed frame rate and quality of the camera. I don't know will it make any difference. Like I say, this is all new to me. I'm just trying to fiddle around with it and see the best shots and what works better. This area on to my left here is Super Value Supermarket. That was a petrol station. To my right there, the funeral home, that was I think the Bank of Ireland. The top there, that's a petrol station, but the one below it used to be a petrol station as well. And that's the city library, or the Mayfield Library. We're still on the road now. And if you watch the end, there's a tree at the end. So St. Joseph's Church there to the left. There's two churches in Mayfield and St. Anthony's Stores that just closed down now. There's another pub there, the Horseshoe. There was another 3 pubs I believe below in this area here. If you're ever in Cork and looking for a bicycle, Carol's Cycles is there on my left. Since he was a young fella, he's been running a bicycle shop. That would be in Dunn's Cross. So, fairly old area of the city. There's some new houses built in between the old ones. We continue on a bit. So, is anyone else doing the Distinguished Gentleman's Ride? Where you doing it? Have you done it before? Like I say, this is my first year doing it. I was going to do it last year, but there was a run the week before, I think, in Shigelo, and that's where I crashed and broke my ankle. So, of course, I had to be in my right ankle, so even though I had an automatic car, I couldn't drive it. Still on the Old York Road. Up to my right here. That's the old prison up that way, and the new prison is built just behind it. It's Collins's barracks then on the right. That block of flats used to be a picture house, the pavilion, I believe. There's Collins's barracks. There's a museum in there as well. I must look it up and see how much it is to get in and stuff. As far as I know, it's free, but it's only open half a day every day. But it is open. You see the building shining ahead of us. Now, anyone that's familiar with the TV show The Young Offenders, a lot of it was filmed up around here. So, we'll be heading out straight on below me will be Blackpool, the St. Finbarr's Cathedral ahead of us. Up in the distance you can see Farmery, and the road ends here. So what have we, 26, 16, 12 kilometres. Now here's a treat for all of you. This is Patrick's Hill. St. Patrick's Hill if you want. It's one of the steepest hills in Cork. They done a Tour de Munster here on the cycle race, and a certain Mr. Armstrong, Lance Armstrong, said his back was hurting and he couldn't cycle up this hill. Even my back hurt and I couldn't even walk up this hill, never mind cycle up it. There you have the main street. I'll try and turn here and go back up the hill, because they've changed it again. It used to be you had to go down that way, but trying to give you some sort of try to give you some sort of view of how really steep it is. Now during the race, they actually had to go around the long route and cycle up this 3 times. That's tall gear, she's barely pulling it. So, there's a little visit around Cork again for you. So, just a quick video, just while the weather is dry. What happened there? As well, I know the angle of the camera makes it look like I'm going faster than actually I am. I'm not. I don't break the speed limit, so it's definitely not in the city. Built up areas like this, there's so there we have Collins' barracks to the left this time. Okay, that's about the end of it. So be safe, get home safe, and ride your own ride. Thanks, Grandad on an Enfield.